Welcome, Scribers. I'm playing Cube World, and I've been playing this for about a year. I got it when it first came out in July of last year. There has not been an update to it, but the creator of Cube World, Wale, he is been posting some tweets about some new updates, some new questing updates that he's going to have on the game. It hasn't actually been updated yet. I'm still waiting for that, but I thought I would go ahead and go into the game and show you a little bit about the game and maybe get excited about it. This is still an alpha game, but it is quite good, and it's done really well. It's very colorful, as you can see from the landscape, and it is a voxel map-based program, so this is an infinite world. As far as you travel, it will recreate or generate the landscape as you walk. So let's get started. These are two of my characters that I've played before. This is the one I've been playing the longest. It's an elf mage, and then I just started doing rogue a little bit after that, but I was going to go ahead and create a new character so you can go ahead and see everything that you do to create your character and how you get into the world. So let's go ahead and get started. So here is the default character that pops up, and you can kind of scroll. All I'm doing is dragging my mouse around to see what he looks like. It looks a lot like another game that came out called, I believe, Troxel. And but this one came out first. This one was in July of 2013. So let's look at, I think I will go through all the races for you so you can see all the different types of races that you can choose. And you will see these characters as you see them in the map. There's other characters that show up. There's non-playing characters that will show up in all those different types of races. So I was thinking of doing an undead female, and I think I'll do the classes are warrior, ranger, mage, and rogue. Those are the four that you can choose. So I think I'm going to try warrior this time. And you can change the faces. So I want my purple eyes. There we go. And you can also change the haircut to look however you want. And let's see, that's a short haircut. There, that looks like a female undead, huh? And let's go ahead and give her purple hair because I love purple. So purple eyes and purple hair. There is my new character. Let's go ahead and name this character after my favorite character, fighting character girl in Game of Thrones, Arya. And let's go ahead and get into a new world. Now, you can generate a new world each time, or once you've generated, obviously play that same world. I was thinking of doing a new world, and we'll call it, you put in a number, and there are a lot of forums that give you numbers. People have started documenting the different types of maps that you can go into. So you can look at those Cube World forums and find maps that lead you to different places at different biomes and different cities and different loot that you can get. And so based on those, we'll put you into that character. What's nice about Cube World is no matter what world you get into, you have the same inventory as you had in your previous world. So you carry that with you as your character. Unlike Minecraft, if you start a new game, you don't have the inventory that you had in a previous game. So this one does keep your inventory with your character and not necessarily with the game. So we're going to put in an arbitrary number, and let's do backwards counting, see where that gets us. And I'll call it RS world. I can't do an apostrophe, so we'll do it that way. Okay. So it's going to generate the world for us, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the interface. As you can see right here, you have a lot of different things you can click on, but you can also click on them by using those letters. The first one is a help. This gives you an idea of what the movements are. It's pretty much same as Minecraft. WASD are your move, and I guess a lot of other games have the same thing. These are different abilities that you'll gain as you gain points, and so you can hit those numbers to get those abilities. I'll show you how to get to your skills, your crafting, your HP bar, your inventory, all that when we get out of this. And so this just gives you kind of an idea of where everything is. You have 3 different mouse buttons. You have the left click, right click, and obviously your mouse scroll. That usually gives you a special skill, like a dodge skill. So let's go and get out of that. The next one, this is your skill levels and skill points as your character. So as warrior, I can be a berserker or I can be a guardian. And as you earn points, you add those points to here, and you can change to which one you would prefer to play as. And as you earn skills, you'll earn different special skills, as well as you can ride a horse, or I shouldn't say a horse, you can ride a pet. There's all kinds of pets that you can get to fight with you, to be your companion fighters. Some of them are rideable, some of them aren't. And so if you add skills to this, you can eventually get to ride the pet if it is a rideable pet. You can also get your climbing skills up, and eventually you can get a hang glider and actually use a hang glider to travel. And the same thing with if you do a swimming skill, eventually you can move that skill up to sailing, where you can actually use a boat, purchase a boat, and sail around the world, if there's oceans. Obviously not on land. So this is what I have in my weapons. This is my inventory, and right now I just have a shabby iron sword, or actually I'm carrying an extra sword, but I can't use it because the swords are for, I think they're for a different class, but I'm not sure, maybe so. This would be all your armor that you can purchase. You can also craft your armor by collecting different items in the world, and you can craft weapons on the same thing. You can collect ores and stones, and so you can use that to also up your weapons and as well as your armor. There's certain amulets that help you get different types of things, different kinds of skills and powers. This is what you can cook to eat, and so you collect ginseng, which are these little items out in the world, and you can actually cook some ginseng soup to eat and gain mana or health. And then you can also collect pineapples near towns in the pineapple fields, and those give you food as well. Now, life potions are very crucial. They help regen your health, which is this bar right here, your HP. And so you can collect heart flowers. You can buy glasses in the cities, water or flasks, and then you can collect water by going into a river or a little pond, and then fill it up with water. And once you have water flasks and the hearts, then you can create your life potions. The higher your skill level, the higher type potions you can make. Okay, so that's our equipment, and that's our inventory. Here is the map of the world. This is where I am located. You can get an overview, which is really nice, of where you're at. This is the map that has been generated so far. You can see it's slowly generating a little bit more. This icon up here is a city, and so we usually want to head towards that city the first time you get into it, because you want to purchase things and sell things at the city to gain some new armors or new weapons. And then those cross swords over there, that means there's a dungeon. There's a dungeon boss usually in that, some kind of boss fight or boss area, and so you can head towards that and gain more points by doing that. And I see another cross swords over there, another one way out there. Let's see if there's anything this way, and another one way out there. So let's head towards the city first. So M brings up that map, and we will head in this direction. and I'll show you what you can collect along the way. It's a really pretty scenery. It's very colorful. Some people may say it's even cartoonish, but it is. I think it's still a very nice landscape. Now here is a mushroom, and I can collect that by hitting E on my keyboard. And here are some horses. Now, when you approach a mob, if it's green, that means it's at the level that you can actually take it on. Horses are a rideable pet, and horses, I believe it's a candy apple that you have to collect in order to tame or get the horse to be your pet. Once you feed it, it'll have little hearts or love you, and then you can add it to your inventory. So we're just going to bypass that for now and not kill any horses, because I don't like killing horses. This is a place, these campsites are all over the world in different spots. Here you can cook your ginseng soup in the campfire once you have ginseng, and here you can sleep by hitting the R button, and that helps to regen your health as well. So if you're low in health and you were able to escape your enemy, you can find a campsite and sleep and then regain your health. The little tent and the rest of it is just kind of just to make it look nice. There's nothing else you can do at a camp. So we're still heading the same direction. Right up here on the top right, you can see you have your small map and your navigational directions. Now here is one of the, I think I have to get closer to it with a warrior. There we go. And so you break it, and you get cobwebs, and those cobwebs can be used to craft armor. And I'm not sure, I'll have to check back what the cobweb, I know the linen I believe is for the rogue, the silk for sure is for the mage, and I'm not sure what the cobwebs are for, but we'll check. I'll check on that and get back to you on that. I haven't seen any heart flowers, so that's what I'm looking for to show you what that is. You definitely want to collect the heart flowers so you can get those potions crafted. And I haven't seen any other mobs. Now, if you come to a mob that has red, here's a pig, and he's friendly because you can see he has a blue where the horse had an orange. And so I don't think I can kill him. Or can I? Yep, no, I can. I know, I hate killing pigs, and this one, they're so cute. And you get XP. Now, the lower the mob, the lower the XP is going to be. Obviously, the harder the mob, the more XP you're going to gain from it. And at the very first, you want to make sure that you try to get as much XP as possible. You want to work that XP up so you can get those skills. And this usually is a road that leads to a city. If you see roads like this, they generally will lead to a city. And so you can stay on the road. And here, the first indication of a city is you're going to start to see these fields and obviously the houses. But these fields also are a clue. Now, the pumpkins you can pick up, and what's good about the pumpkins is you can sell them to the general store and be able to gain some coins and purchase some items that you may need. And I'll show you the equipment in just a minute. Let me just pick up as much as I can. Now, some of these are friendly. If they're blue, they're friendly, and you can actually talk to them by hitting R. And so this one will tell you, visit the item shop if you want to get bombs, so they'll give you clues to different things. Now, if they're in red, that means they're enemies, and you want to attack them if you're at their same skill level. A lot of times, there are several of them, and so unless you're really highly skilled, you do not want to engage those groups. You kind of want to avoid them until you're at the level, or you're playing multiplayer, or you can have different people help you out. Now, I've collected as much as I can. It's usually 50 items that you can carry of each one, so I have 50 pumpkins. So what we want to do is go into the city, and all the cities have different style buildings depending on the biome that they're in. And so this particular one has these pretty houses. Here's some other things you can collect. These are pineapples, so I can start to collect these. Again, I can collect up to 50 of them, and I can sell these or use these for food as well if I want to try to regain some health. I think food is not as quick, especially in a fight. It's not as quick as a life potion, but it's still good to have those run. And I think you also need to have a campfire to craft it. Another place you can get water for your flasks is also, there's water wells around, and so you can go to those water wells, jump in with your flasks, and be able to fill them. And I'll show you that as soon as I buy some. In the towns, there are collected enough. And if you notice, there was a little terrier. This is another pet, a collie. And again, you give it a particular, I think this one takes taffy. If you buy that candy, you can buy candy from the item shop. Each item shop and each town has a different candy that they sell. The other places you can get candies are drops from killing mobs. So this particular collie is a pet, and he's orange, and I believe I can't kill him as long as he's orange and blue like that. He's basically a friendly inside the city. These are, I guess, corn stalks. These are not collectible yet. I don't know if they will be in the future. And there really isn't, inside the houses, there really isn't anything to discover. I think maybe in the future they may have like loot chests or something, but at this point in time, all you have is a place to sleep. If you sleep in the inns or talk to the innkeeper on those that are particularly have an innkeeper in them, like the inns, it will reset the time to day. So this does have a day-night cycle. And let's see, I think, is that listed as an inn? No, that's just a lamp. So here's the town. Let's see if we can get into the inner city of the town. I don't know if I saw the tower that indicates, there it is. That's the center of town. There was a wolf here. Oh no, this is a cat. So this is another pet you can gain. They'll help fight with you, as well as like the collie. And I think both of those are rideable. There's a little well. And there's the inn, so we can go in. And now you're going to see a lot of non-playing characters here. And those characters will have different stories. So sometimes you want to click on them to see if they can give you some information. See, so now this one is telling me that peacocks like chocolate cookies. So that's good to know. So if you collect a chocolate cookie, then you know you can make a pet out of a peacock. Peacocks are pretty fierce. Here's the innkeeper, and when it's 6 o'clock in the evening and between 6 and 6 in the morning, you can reset the time with him without actually having to sleep in a bed. Now here are the different kind of like mastering skill arenas. This is obviously for the ranger that does archery, and you'll see there's one for each class: the warrior, the mage, and the rogue. Now if you come across one of these characters with a question mark on top, he will tell you basically where to head to go to a dungeon, or what kind of dungeon is, I believe. So here it says you can purchase bombs in the item shop, and bombs can, I believe he said, some rocks can be destroyed. And so sometimes when you're in a cave and you're caving for some kind of ore, you can use those bombs to break up entrances to get through to deeper parts of the cave. Let's see, what was his thing? Penguins. So penguins like soft ice. So here's another clue. And what does this one say? And then hang gliders again are an item in the item shop, but you definitely have to earn your skills. So there's lots of inns here. Where was that tower? I think I need to go back here. Usually the item shop, the armor shop, the weapon shop, and the identifier are all around this particular center structure. So here is the armory. And if you have money, you can then purchase things from, I'm just hitting R on my keyboard. I can purchase different pieces of armor based on my class and what my class wears. So it'll tell you that cotton is for rogues, so whenever you collect cotton, you can craft things out of cotton. And let's see, linen is for rangers. Let's see, iron boots. I think iron boots would be for me, because right there it shows that there's no class, which means it's a class that I'm in. Linen is for ranger. Cotton, amulets and things like that can be for everyone. Common cotton is rogue. I don't see any warrior items. So common cotton is still rogue. I'm not sure what the warrior wears. Here it shows you the equipment that you're currently outfitted with. You have a left ring, a right ring, and I have a right weapon. I also have a great mace, and then iron sword, and I also can have an iron shield. And I can actually put an item in the right and the left. So on some of these, this particular one is only letting me put it in the right. I don't think I can carry both of these. Yep. If you can carry both of them will stay in the item. So we'll keep that with us. I've got 5 potions on me, so I think you're defaulted to 5 potions when you start. And here are the items that I collected, and here are any pets that I would have. And so here's where you would put all the items that you purchase or collect. And there's also a light that you get, and that helps when you're out in the field and you're not close to a city. The light will shed a light during the nighttime so you can see where you're going. And this is where your pet goes once you've tamed it. I'm coming close to 20 minutes. I don't want to make these episodes more than 20 minutes, so that they can be watched in short sprints. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say goodbye, and if you like this episode, please be sure to hit that like button. If you would like to see more of my episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll know when I uploaded some new episodes. And I hope you liked this first video on Cube World, and hope you come back to watch some more. Thanks for watching. Bye.